So, welcome everybody this morning. It's time for us to take a few minutes, just sort of go inside and explore some of the thinking and feeling that goes on within us. And of course, of a busy day, we rarely have time to um, look at it in any depth. And so, the topic today's that I was inspired to bring on is this whole thing of chaos. And as a society right now, both in our own communities, in our countries, in the world itself, there seems to be a great deal of chaos. Patterns that we are unfamiliar with. Actually, the feeling that nothing is predictable, be it weather, be it actions and reactions, be it war, be it peace, be it hunger. Um, so we're going to just pause and take stock of the parts that have been affecting us. The world is doing what it does. The universe is doing what it does. And we are being affected in ways that we have not been affected, at least in recent memory. So just take a look and just think of the many ways that we are feeling the chaos. And also let us recognize that whenever there is chaos in our lives, our immediate reaction to that is to do something, to participate and make it go away. There is an order, inner order that we all have, which gets triggered. And we feel that we need to participate in bringing that chaos back into coherence, because that's what we seek deep inside. There is a natural order of things, a natural rhythm of how movements are, how we go forward. And when that gets disturbed, we feel disturbed. So, depending on what is really affecting us deeply, there is an internal quest as to how may I contribute to bringing back some order to this chaos that I'm seeing. And indeed, sometimes what we are dealing with is so big and beyond our ability to do something that we feel a little lost, a little inadequate. And yet, if we look back in our lives, we have navigated through many patches of chaos, big or small, close to us or far removed from us. And when we just pause and go in and examine, how were we able to do that? What led us out of that back into a place of calm and coherence? we will notice that as much as there were forces outside of us, the real answer for our own personal sense of peace and order has always come from deep within. So just let's take a deep breath to acknowledge that no matter what kind of a storm we are thrown into, there is a deeper wisdom which is sitting right here in my being somewhere. It has not yet awakened into my awareness, but given a little time, space, and a little patience, it will. It has to. Because that is how creation works. So take a deep breath, acknowledging this idea that whenever there is chaos, there is another level of order waiting to emerge. And even though we cannot see exactly how that is coming about, and even though our minds often get into a place of confusion, is this the way or is it that? Should I trust myself or should I listen to what other people are saying? Which is the correct road? All that is a part of the chaos. And we can acknowledge it and accept it. And yet know that when the mind is looking at multiple different points of view and ideas, and it is weighing this or that, the good or the bad, we have yet to find our way to the truth that resonates with us deeply. So while we listen, while we understand, as long as the mind is still in a place of indecision, chaos, that coherence is yet to be identified and found and brought in. The answer comes from deep within. There is a voice which says, "This is the path for you. This direction serves you the best." It is the voice of our higher intelligence, the high self, that knows us through and through. Everything that we've been through, what has helped us and what has hindered us. And from all of that, like a greater intelligence always does, it has weighed out at this time, through this chaos, this is the path that will suit us the best. And if that prompt has not arrived yet from deeper within, wait. It will come. It has to come. That is how we have always innovated. Everything that we have tried for the first time and it has worked. And we move to a different place of being and awareness and experience. It has mostly been preceded by a period of chaos, confusion, maybe even fear and anxiety. But eventually the path has become clear in front. And if we can remember that when we step onto this path, it comes with a sense of relief. This chaos may still be there, but I get a feeling that if I put my foot here now and in front of it next, it is taking me into a place of greater coherence, greater understanding, deeper empathy, deeper feeling. And there is an underlying faith that starts to well up that this is going to end well. It is taking me to a new place I may not have experienced, but here is my opportunity. So just let's pause there for a few moments and go back and look at how the problems have been solved in my life. Each time I have stepped into a chaotic space as this. That we've gone through such a space, we've always come out a little bit wiser, a little bit more aware, more confident, and an expanded sense of self. That accompanies this, the new pathway, the new steps, because we may not have ever been here before. But here we are, willing to look ahead, willing to take that step forward. On is that we are not preoccupied with how the chaos came about. sometimes the mind will want to take us there. Somebody was responsible for this chaos that we are facing, for breaking up the order in which we were so comfortable. Maybe there are many bodies who are responsible for this. It is maybe true, it is true. But that does not help. Placing the power and the responsibility on something and someone, some force outside of us, including the weather gods or the stars, does not help us to find that coherence for ourselves, because we are this unique individual being in the middle of this ongoing storm. So I can take the responsibility for myself to bring in the coherence that works for me, that puts my mind, body, spirit in resonance with each other and with the environment, where I can place my strength and my face, my balance squarely within my reach, right here, standing up tall like a tree, and knowing that there is a path ahead, trusting that, and keeping the faith. I've found it before, and if I just take the time, the intention, the pause, the willingness, that path is becoming clear in front of me, step by step. For this, I am so grateful. I can also trust that all the support I need, I can attract to myself that are like-minded people also traveling this path. So take a deep, deep breath. With that space of gratitude, we can come back to this space. Thank you, thank you.